Hey guys, we are at Six Flags Over Texas today, and I think we made a mistake. So this is probably going to be a really entertaining visit. We're probably not going to get to do much. It looks insanely crowded today, but we're going to try our best. And I guess it's been probably at least a good 30 minutes that we waited just outside of the park property. And now we're finally on 6 lanes, and it'll be interesting to see how long it takes us to get through the parking deal and then actually get parked and then get to security. Alright guys, we're finally parked. This is my buddy Joseph. He's gonna be with me today for whatever we're about to encounter. I have never parked this far back in the parking lot. Ever. We are literally at the very back of overflow. We're not even at the back of just your normal parking. This is the back of overflow.
Yes.
So
by all the old trims.
I'm hoping we can at least get into the park and show you guys some Joker stuff and maybe some of the new paint, and they're remodeling that store. I kind of want to see that.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll find some other hidden gems. So let's go try and get into the park, I guess.
See what sort of adventure that's going to be.
Yeah. Being this far back in the parking lot means Titan Extreme Coaster Shot. Alright, we're finally into the park after over an hour. And if you guys remember, here in the Mexico section, they were remodeling this store, and it looks like it's done. So we're going to go inside and check it out. Did they even change anything in here?
I think they painted.
They painted it. Awesome.
Yeah, that's about it.
So if you really want pizza, you're gonna have to wait for it. Yeah. Their app shows ride wait times. Their app should probably show food wait times too today. We're over here at JB's Barbecue, and this line is horrendous as well. The entrance to this place is actually way over on the other side of the patio. You can kind of see the doors right there. So there's a huge queue inside. So that whole queue is filled up, plus this line spans all the way out. And then it does a weird thing where it goes back in under where you're supposed to eat, which I'm not sure why people are doing that, but at least they're not out in the middle of the path, so I can give them that. We're trying to get lunch on our dining pass, and we've decided that Uncle Bub's Smokehouse here in Old South is probably the best option. There's a pretty long line, but it's still the shortest line, so we're gonna play devil's advocate here and eat here. So that line we just showed you, we waited 45 minutes in that line, which wasn't a lot of people, to get a bratwurst and curly fries and then nachos with pulled pork. We were going to do a food review, but that's probably not happening on this trip, so we'll let you know what this stuff tasted like because it is on the dining pass. Unfortunately, one of the bigger issues with this park is their food service, and I'm usually a pretty patient person when it comes to food service, but that stand is running incredibly inefficiently, and it's really unfortunate because it kind of puts a damper on your day. Alright, Joseph had the bratwurst and the curly fries. How was it?
I mean, it wasn't bad. It's ballpark food. I mean, the bratwurst was good. The french fries could have been cooked a little while longer, but not bad overall.
Yeah, so I had the nachos with, they were basically nachos with barbecue sauce, nacho cheese, and then pulled pork, and it wasn't too bad. It was pretty good. The chips were fresh, and the pulled pork wasn't too bad either. It still didn't really make up for waiting 45 minutes for the food, but that's the kind of day it is at the park. So, you know, we can't really complain. They're moving the line. It's just not very efficient. So hopefully they work on that. So they have painted these buildings, but that's better than nothing. This one actually looks really good. If you guys have checked out our Then and Now series and you go to series 2, this is actually the old Spelunker entrance, and they repainted the wall that covers up that old entrance. Anybody want some Panda Express? Might take you a while. We're trying to go up on the oil derrick observation deck to get you guys some aerial shots of Joker. Unfortunately, it's closed for technical difficulties. We're kind of hoping maybe it'll open back up so we can go up there. One thing I wanted to mention that we didn't mention the last time we were here is that the virtual reality actually isn't going to last all season. It is going to end in May. So if you want to do the virtual reality, make sure you get out here before the end of May. I do think that they'll probably try to do something for Fright Fest again, and maybe Holiday in the Park, because some of the parks are doing some of the Holiday in the Park VR now. But I guess we'll find out. Was that your favorite thing of the day? Yeah?
Yeah.
Good job. That was just beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. The line for Freeze is outside of the actual queue house, so we probably won't be riding that today, but they are doing really fast cycles, so hopefully they're keeping that line moving nice and quick. Alright guys, we only got one question and answer this week. Basically what you guys asked us was, how far along has the Joker theming and queue line gone? It really hasn't gone far at all. They've poured some concrete, but you have to keep in mind they just started testing the ride, and there's a lot that goes into getting a ride ready. You don't just test it a few times and get going. So they're probably making sure all of that's good, and then they're going to start building more structure. And now what we're going to do is we're actually going to show you some of that area. So let's go. So as you can see, things are coming along pretty well over here at Joker. They have the concrete poured in the station area, and it looks like they started working on the queue line. Not much else going on back here, not really any landscaping or anything yet. They did announce though that the ride will open on May 20th. So they still have plenty of time to get things done, but it looks like they're probably going to need that time. It's so busy today that there are two restaurant lines basically converging, and you can't get through. It's pretty insane. So we're back at the fruit swirl stand, the place that Richard unfortunately couldn't try his snack. But today, I'm gonna be successful. Sorry, Richard. Sucks to be you. Alright guys, we finally got the elusive fruit swirl. So there's actually three options. You can do what Joseph did and get the all strawberry, or you can do all pineapple, or you can do what I did where I got pineapple and strawberry mixed. They give you a lot of ice cream, and I've had a few bites off the top. It's really good. How's yours so far?
Very good.
Yeah. Alright Joseph, final thoughts on that Dole swirl that you had?
It's really good. It's a lot of ice cream. It's really good to split for two people. I think one person it's a little much, but glad to see it's actually open.
This is true. So yeah, like Joseph said, it's really good to see the Dole swirl actually open. It's not open very often, and that was really apparent because there were tons of people that kept walking up to us asking us, what in the world is that and where did you get it? Because it's never open, and it sucks that we had to come on a day that was insanely packed for it to be open. But all of that aside, it was really good. It's a ton of ice cream. Joseph actually got the just all strawberry one, and I got the pineapple and strawberry. I'm not sure what it would be like eating all strawberry with that much ice cream, but doing the pineapple and then doing the strawberry was definitely really delicious. Is that the weekend? Nobody told me the weekend was going to be here this weekend. Alright everybody, that's going to do it for our visit today. Should have paid more attention to the events that are happening. This is Season Pass Holder Appreciation Weekend, yes, is what they call it. So basically you bring a friend free, so it is complete insanity in the park. It seems like they had a decent time keeping it under control. The ride lines were long, but most of the cycles were looking pretty quick. Just the food service is just, it's kind of the weakness of this park, and you know, I try to be as positive as possible with this park, but you know, it is what it is. The food we had today was not bad food, it's just, you know, the consistency of the service is just a little rough. So you know, that's kind of the downside to this park, especially when it gets busy. That really pokes out and roars its ugly head. Joker's looking great. They've started testing it, as you guys probably saw on our website, and they're starting to pour some concrete back there, as you guys saw. As things kind of progress, we'll be out at the park checking that out. So be on the lookout for that. We wanted to work on some more projects today. I want to do some park area tours where we kind of walk around the park and give you a video tour of all the rides, dining, shops, all that kind of stuff. It's just a little too busy to be doing that, so we'll come back out here more when it slows down for the summer and start working on those. So we're glad that you watched this video. Sorry that we didn't have a ton of juicy info for you. Just wasn't one of those kinds of days.
No, not at all.
So be on the lookout for more videos. Make sure you follow us on social media at SFOT Source on Instagram, and then just search SFOT Source on Facebook to find us. That's where we post all kinds of updates for the park, anything that we're doing, website updates. And make sure you check out the website. There's hundreds of pictures, a historical timeline. Basically anything that you want to know about the park is on there. At least we try to. So, like I said, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll be back soon.